Yoski Woski, she Pusha Man Chan here, Marvel Maniac. I think it's cell 33, and this cell's a this cell I actually had to take some notes on. Usually I'm freestyling off the dome about my thoughts and shit, and I just go like whenever it hits me, I just hit record and go. But I had to take notes on this shit because I'm a huge fan of the show Atlanta, and like I haven't watched the third episode yet, but like the first two. In fact, I'm not even gonna talk about the second episode. The first episode, if you seen that shit, what the fuck? That let me tell y'all something. First of all, that whole episode was based on a true story. Like for real. Majority of this shit that happened in that episode really happened in real life. For real. Cause it's like, well, first of all, the intro shows like the black dude and the white dude fishing in Lake Lanier. Some people know about it, but for those who don't know, like Lake Lanier, I think that's what it's called, how you pronounce it. I'm not from Georgia, so if I'm wrong, I apologize. But like that lake really is haunted in real life. Like when he told this story about them flooding a black town, that really happened in real life. They really did flood an entire black community to build a lake based on a true story. And how he said it's haunted, it's really haunted in real life too. Like people legit die there all the time down there. Facts. So that whole intro part was I'm not saying like the black dude and the white dude like that. I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the actual haunted part and the black town part. That shit was real. And if you notice how the white dude was telling him, the white dude was actually telling the black dude this story because the black dude didn't even know. But he talked about how fucked up the racism is and shit. But then he's talked about how white people also curse because they're cursed with the blindness. And he's right. Like black people are cursed with the blackness and white people are cursed with the whiteness because they're blind to what's going on. Everything. That's what he was saying in the episode. But yeah, that was a doozy, just kicking it off like that. But at first, like, going to the school with that black kid, like, when he was in school acting a fool and shit and called his mama and grandpa and all that shit, and the grandpa smacked the shit out of him, like, what's the problem? First of all, that shit was fucking hilarious. But that really happened in real life, too. That was a viral meme that happened years ago, because I remember seeing it on Twitter. So that part really happened. But from there, that's when it really started getting, like, fucked up because whenever they called the child services, if y'all noticed, it was a white woman that showed up and she had the cops with her to show up to the black family's house. And I'm gonna tell you a little something about black parents. If somebody calls the people on black parents, or if black kids want to run away, or they want anything to happen, like just to get out the house, black parents will gladly pack your shit up and kick you the fuck out for real. Because 9 times out of 10, us as black folks come from fucked up situations, so the parents are trying as hard as they can to support us, which puts them under a lot of stress. So they see that as being ungrateful, and they will gladly pick your shit up and kick you the fuck out. My sister wanted to run away numerous times, and my mama held the door open, said, "Get your black ass out if you want to go." For real. So that shit really happens in real life too. But as he went to the foster parents' house, them two white hippie bitches, they adopted them 3 kids, or took them 3 kids in, cooking chicken in the microwave and doing all kinds of weird shit. Like, and man, like, that part was so wild. And if you notice, when the black child services woman came, she didn't have no cops with her to protect her. So she ended up getting killed. And side note too, when they was working in the garden in the back, and that white girl said, "I feel like Gucci" in 2006. My cousin was the one telling me about this shit. My cousin Josh, he's also the one that told me about the child services part. Like, that shit really happened in real life too. Like, those kids did not survive in real life. Even though they survived an episode in real life, they really did drive off a bridge somewhere and kill the kids. So, yeah, that really happened. But the Donald Glover part, or not the Donald Glover part, but the Gucci in 2006, that right there shows you that Donald Glover is very, very, very current in times. Because he's never really on social media like that. He actually tweeted today around like 2 o'clock or some type of shit like that, but he's not active. He's one of them people who's always behind the scenes on social media, but he knows what the fuck is going on. He's up to date and he's very current. Just like how Hove ain't on social media, but he knows what's happening out here in the culture. Because Donald Glover is the culture for real, in my opinion. But add a little comment about Gucci, that part was funny. But but he always knows how to mix the serious and the comedy together, because Donald Glover's a fucking genius. And we need to appreciate him more. For real. When I say we, I mean because people see Donald as a weirdo, which he is, and he's proud of being that. But a lot of people really don't know he's from Atlanta, for one. Like, I've always said this, like, me and my homie Terrell, we got into, like, a little debate about Atlanta's Mount Rushmore. I threw Donald Glover on Atlanta's Mount Rushmore, for real. I'm talking about overall what he's done for the culture. I said, Outkast together as one. They split one. Jermaine Dupri, Lil Jon, and Donald Glover. That's who I put on the Mount Rushmore. I'm not from Atlanta. I would love to talk to somebody from Atlanta, somebody else from Atlanta, and debate them and see how they feel, but that's a different topic for a different day. But Donald Glover's a fucking genius, dog. Like, he's got TV shows, been on movies, he raps, he sings, he produces music and television, writes. He can do anything. He's a Renaissance man. Him and Jamie Foxx, they are Renaissance men for real. They can do any fucking thing. And he's petty. He be talking shit for real. He on Twitter, he's talking shit about people who's talking shit about the show right now. Oh, he's going off, and I love it. I fucking love it. I swear to God. I fucks with Donald though, for real. I really, really do. But yeah, that first episode was pretty fucking wild, dog. Like, and I know I'm missing a lot of shit because there's so much that happened. It's only like 30 minutes each episode. I think like 33 or 36. It's not an hour-long show. So he's cramming all this shit. So all the shit is going over your head for real. It's coming at you so fucking fast to where it's like, wait, what the fuck just happened? But I caught on to most of it like the first rip. But it's just wild. Like, Donald's so fucking woke and he's so ahead. He is so ahead of the fucking curve. He's so beyond it. So that's why it's over everybody's heads, because it's beyond. I'm not gonna say it's a clusterfuck, but it's organized chaos. It's exactly what the fuck it is. It's organized chaos, and I cannot wait. I'm mad that this is the last season, but this Donald, he's gonna go down as one of the greatest, man. At everything. We need to appreciate him more, for real. For real. Until then, I'm gonna go get me something to eat. She pushed me in Chan. Fuck with me though.